Hi, Taurus. So, Uranus has officially settled into your sign. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope March treated you well. I kind of feel like this time around it wasn't as harsh as last year when Uranus moved into Taurus. I feel like it was more of a smooth sailing effort this time around. So, I feel like really good things are coming, especially because we have, Mars has been in your sign all through March as well. So it's kind of given you that extra boost to get things done. You guys have a tendency to get really super emotional about things that you can't control. And I understand that, but I also want to say that because it's you guys manifest things so easily, the more you lie to yourself that things aren't going to turn out well, the more you tell yourself like false truths, like this isn't going to work or this isn't going to work, the harder it's going to be to get there. And I feel like April is going to be so much softer and lighter than things have been in the past. So we have the King of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, this is amazing. Money's going to be there. The only problem here, you could be dealing with a water sign, but I feel like this is you being kind of emotional. A lot of times, Tauruses will come out as the King or Queen of Cups when you guys get into your emotions, because you can be very intuitive, but you tend to hold on to those emotions until you can't hold on to them anymore. And the Five of Swords is you thinking like, is this too good to be true? Is this 10 of Pentacles, is like this gift that the universe is bringing me, all this stability, all this joy, all of this goodness, everything that's coming in, is this really too good to be true? So, I don't want you guys to get into a state of mind. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. And I honestly feel like with earth signs, especially, with you having Uranus in your sign for the next 7 years, what is Uranus? Uranus is that planet that really it's going to like switch things up. It's going to make things move around a little bit. There will be changes. You will be dealing with changes for the next 7 to 8 years. So allowing it now is going to bring a lot more clarity for you. If you've been having problems with money lately, I feel like things are getting much better for you in April. We have the Sun, which is a lot of really bright healing energy. You guys know why that happens, right? And then the Three of Pentacles, starting new projects, working with other people. If you're dealing with a water sign that you're not really sure if you can trust them or not, I say tread lightly. It could be you're working with a Leo that's actually gonna like come in and work together with you. But I feel like there are a lot of really big opportunities coming as we move more into April. Now, remember, we're still in March. It is still Mercury retrograde. I'm still feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde. I think that we were all really forced to slow down during this time. So you could have a Scorpio energy around you. I'm not really sure that you're trusting this person. I don't know if you trust the Scorpio energy. I want to see what this Five of Swords is, because everything else is so good that if there's this transition that you're going through, yeah, I feel almost like there's this sense of you being guarded towards somebody. And it may not be like a romantic sense. I almost feel like it's business. If you're feeling really, really guarded towards somebody in business who seems a little over the top and you're not entirely sure that you can trust them, you're tired of fighting this. Now, I want you to know, I feel like you're going to win the battle no matter what, but don't lie to yourself and think that things like, it's almost like you think that if you put all your faith and trust into this person, it's just going to like fall off and things aren't going to work out and everything's going to spill all over the place and it's going to be terrible. I don't really feel like everything's going to fall apart. I don't feel like things are going to be terrible. But I do feel like you've been through, like this person has put you through the ringer. And if you know over and over and over again that you can't trust somebody, you don't have to keep playing that game. You don't have to keep going down that road. So don't push it. Don't push yourself to do something like that. 10 of Pentacles. Whoa. Yeah, 6 of Wands. You guys have a lot of really good energy coming towards you for April. And if you're not feeling this right now, if you're not feeling this quite yet, once Mercury goes direct on March 28th, things will start moving a little bit faster. Now, we do have Jupiter going retrograde in April, on April, I want to say April 20th. Jupiter's, maybe it's the 10th, that it's going retrograde. But when Jupiter goes retrograde, I feel like that's almost going to be a good thing this time around. I don't know why. That's just like this knowing that I've just had this feeling that Jupiter's actually going to be really good while it's retrograde. It's almost like everything was happening so fast and we couldn't really get a hold of it. And now with that like whole expansion that Jupiter brings into the picture, I feel like as everything kind of slows down with that, things will be much clearer. That's the only way that I can really explain what I'm feeling with Jupiter retrograde. We have the High Priestess on the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be a Pisces energy, but more than anything, it's really connected to your intuition. I feel like you already knew or you already know that things are getting better. And so I don't want you to fall backwards. I don't want you to fall into that mindset of, because I feel like the hustle is going away and you're getting aligned more with your purpose, with the way things are going, with how everything has been transitioning. It's not like you're not beating yourself up in order to get to an end goal anymore. You're able to really look at the bigger picture and be like, wow, things really have been kind of coming into place and I can breathe again. It feels very much like you can breathe again. And the weight has been pulled off taken off your shoulders. And I really like that for you guys, because it has not been the prettiest. It just has not been the prettiest. And, yeah, when things go direct, when you allow yourself to see how much brighter everything is, watch your words right now. But I also feel like you might have a Gemini around you that really wants to like get things moving and get things going for you too, as well. There's so much more. There's so much, like, the days are just getting brighter. The days are getting better. Welcome to spring. Your season is right around the corner, and I feel like you're almost getting prepared for it. You're getting ready to thrive, as the only word I can think of. This is such a great reading. I don't think I've had this good of a reading for Taurus in a long time. So I want you guys to really like take it in, and I want you to revel in it. The Lovers on the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like everything is going your way right now. And that's why this Five of Swords is up here, because you don't really necessarily believe it. Because things have been so hard for so long, and everybody's been saying Uranus is going to be really hard. Uranus is going to be really hard. I know that a planetary transit like that can be really jolting, and it can be really frustrating, and it can be really, really hard. But it's also going to be there for a long time. So we get settled into the energy. It doesn't have to be so difficult all the time. Now, if you kind of like fall off your path and you start to stray and you go in a different direction, Uranus is going to bring you back and right you again. But you guys are doing so, so well. And intuitively, you felt this coming. That's probably why there's so much emotion here. There's so much like goodness and openness, right? There might be some haters that are trying to like knock you off your pedestal, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I really don't. And you have good people backing you up. There's either a relationship here that's really like helping you push forward and helping you move forward in a lot of ways. But It's not even necessarily the relationship that's doing it. It just feels like everything is falling into place. Everything is really coming together. And this is something that you've been waiting for a long time, right? The Three of Wands. You've been waiting for this for a long time. And the universe is like, here's judgment. You've done the work. Eight of Cups. You put up your healthy boundaries. Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Two of Wands. Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. This is actually wonderful. Even though we all of a sudden have like the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, I feel like those two coming out together is really saying that you're no longer, like, this is the past. Like, you're not holding on to any bitterness or anger or any of that anymore. There's no more. I feel like this is the healing part of everything. So when the universe is telling you here with the Three of Wands, Judgment, and the Eight of Cups, you've done the work. You went on that journey of self-discovery. You left all of the emotional baggage behind. You left all the things behind that you really needed to leave behind. And now you're getting rewarded. Now you're seeing what the future is going to be bringing to you. Now you're seeing the gifts that the universe was like, I've just been waiting for you to take the opportunity to walk away from all of the BS that you were holding on to for so long. And you put up your healthy boundaries with whoever you needed to put healthy boundaries up with. It doesn't have to be in like a romantic relationship. This could mean family. This could mean friends. This means that you did the work and you really, really, really allowed yourself to say no more. Like, I'm not going to let other people impact my emotions. I'm not going to let other people take advantage of me in any way, shape, or form. So, and because of that, I do think that you worry sometimes about, like, did I make the right decision? Am I still giving my energy away to people that don't deserve it? I kind of want you to like rest easy on this, because I feel like what the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles is that you're afraid that you're going to fall back into old ways. And I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're doing really good about pushing. There's always that fear there of, you know, am I going the right direction? Am I doing the right thing? Am I pushing forward in the way that I'm supposed to? Will I fall back? Will things come back around again? I think that you have put this Three of Swords and Ten of Swords to rest. I think all of this is the past. If you're still holding on to things, if you're the Taurus that may still, with the Four of Pentacles, be holding on to the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords and be worried that things are much worse than they really truly are, I want to ask you to be really super honest with yourself. Page of Swords, go inward with the Hermit and work through it and allow yourself to actually see the blessings that are in front of you. That Ten of Pentacles up here doesn't have to be a financial windfall. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to win the lottery. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to get an inheritance. It means, like, for example, you can have the Ten of Pentacles lifestyle where you don't have, like, if somebody has the car, the job, the relationship, like all of the really pretty shiny things, but they're dead inside, that's not a true Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like this is a true Ten of Pentacles for you. I feel like you found all of the good stuff on the inside first, and now it's starting to manifest in the 3D world. So welcome to April. I think it's amazing. Really let any kind of heartache go, heartbreak go. If you're still dealing with somebody who is kind of pushing your buttons and putting you in this place of devastation, I feel like you're at the end of it. I feel like the worst is over. And don't hold on to the emotional aspect of everything, because remember, with the Three of Swords, it's not the feeling of being betrayed and hurt for the first time. It's the emotions, it's the thoughts that keep us locked down and tamped down, right? That Three of Swords, it's like the thought process, the memories. And that's really what is the painful, that's what we actually hold on to. So it's time for you to really release that. You guys are coming into a new era, a whole new era. And with Chiron in your 12th house, and with Uranus sitting in your sign the same amount of time, basically. It's really time to start healing all of these wounds that people have, you know, because you're manifesting things into reality now, and being aware, self-aware. This reading is all about being self-aware and really allowing yourself to no longer stand in the shadows and push forward. And I really, really like that. And I think being super honest with yourself and going inward. And if you have to get quiet while you're doing it, that's perfectly fine. Don't ever feel guilty about having to pull away and get quiet, because I know you guys do that. Sometimes you process things much easier in silence. So don't let anybody tell you that you have to like don't let anybody like push you into trying to talk about your feelings right now, because I don't think that you want to talk about your feelings. I think that you need to process them inwards. But also make sure you're keeping those healthy boundaries up so this Three of Swords doesn't come back. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful April. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box. I also have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs for sale. That link is also below in the description box. I'm actually going to start wearing them when I think my batch is coming in next week. So you guys will be able to see all the really fun things. But if you want to take a look and see all the t-shirts, there are some t-shirts that have like Betsy-isms on them and all that fun stuff. So anyway, have a really wonderful April, and I'll see you guys for your soulmate readings. Bye.